Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're journeying back to the early 90s to explore the history of Sonic the Hedgehog on the SEGA Genesis, a game that not only put SEGA on the map, but also introduced one of gaming's most beloved mascots. How did Sonic become the face of SEGA? And what made the first game so revolutionary? From its fast-paced gameplay to its vibrant graphics and unforgettable soundtrack. There's a lot to unpack in this retro classic. We're diving into all of that and more. So if you love digging into the roots of gaming legends, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Now, let's speed into it. In the late 80s and early 90s, Nintendo was the undisputed king of home consoles. SEGA, looking to claim a slice of the market, needed something groundbreaking, a character with attitude that could stand toe-to-toe with Mario. Enter Sonic the Hedgehog. Released on June 23, 1991, Sonic the Hedgehog became an instant classic, praised for its innovative speed-focused gameplay, vibrant graphics, and unforgettable soundtrack composed by Masato Nakamura. The game was a revolution in platforming, moving away from the slower-paced levels that characterized many titles of the time. What set Sonic apart wasn't just his speed, it was how his movement and physics felt responsive and satisfying. The development team carefully refined the feel of Sonic's momentum, slopes, and jumping arc to give players a smooth, kinetic platforming experience. But how did such an iconic game come to life? And what obstacles did SEGA face during development? The development of Sonic the Hedgehog was a strategic move by SEGA to create a character that could market the capabilities of the SEGA Genesis, known as the Mega Drive outside North America. The iconic blue hedgehog was born from the creative minds at SEGA, led by Yuji Naka, Naoto Oshima, and Hirokazu Yashura. The team aimed to design a character that represented speed. He also needed a distinct personality and visual style. Sonic was designed with a cool attitude and a vibrant color palette, blue to match SEGA's branding and red shoes that gave him a flashy edge. His shoes were inspired by Michael Jackson's boots and the color contrast from Santa Claus. The gameplay concept focused on speed, which was largely driven by the ambition to showcase the Genesis' superior processing power compared to its rivals. SEGA wanted to create a game that could visually impress players while keeping them engaged with dynamic, fast-paced action. In the US, SEGA backed Sonic with an aggressive marketing campaign under the slogan, "Genesis does what Nintendo don't," positioning Sonic as the cooler, edgier alternative to Nintendo's Mario. Sonic the Hedgehog was released for the SEGA Genesis in June 1991. Upon launch, it became an instant hit, selling millions of copies and helping SEGA move over 15 million Genesis consoles. Sonic's success established him as SEGA's flagship mascot and challenged Nintendo's dominance. It helped define the console era of the early 90s and reshaped the gaming landscape. The core appeal of Sonic the Hedgehog lay in its innovative mechanics and unique level design, which set it apart from other platformers of the time. Sonic was all about going fast, with loops, springs, and slopes designed to maximize his velocity. Players zipped through levels with exhilarating momentum, a departure from the more methodical platforming of earlier games. The engine dynamically calculated Sonic's momentum and interactions with terrain, a technical feat for the 16-bit era. Each level in Sonic the Hedgehog featured unique environments, from the lush rolling hills of Green Hill Zone to the underwater dangers of Labyrinth Zone. The level order introduced new hazards and environments progressively, training the player in Sonic's movement style. During gameplay, you have many power-ups and rings to collect. Collecting rings not only provided a protective buffer against enemies, but also added strategic depth to the game. The golden rings became a hallmark of the franchise, with special items like the invincibility power-up and speed shoes encouraging exploration. Rings also acted as a pseudo-health system, allowing the game to remain accessible while still challenging. The game also introduced a variety of quirky enemies that challenged players at every turn. Dr. Robotnik, Sonic's arch-nemesis, eventually gave rise to creative and memorable boss battles that required both speed and strategy. His machines changed in each zone, keeping players on their toes. The story of this game was quite simple. It follows Sonic, who embarks on a mission to save his animal friends from the clutches of its arch-nemesis, Dr. Robotnik. The villain has been capturing innocent animals and turning them into robots, threatening both lives and the environment. The journey begins in the iconic Green Hill Zone, a vibrant landscape filled with palm trees and lush greenery. From there, Sonic races through various zones, each with its own unique backdrop and challenges. We get to go to places like the Marble Zone, with its ancient ruins and lava pits requiring precision and timing. The Labyrinth Zone, an underwater maze demanding careful navigation and breath management. The Starlight Zone, a night-lit city with ramps and fans designed for high-speed platforming. The Spring Yard Zone, a bouncy high-speed level filled with springs, bumpers, and tricky enemies. The Scrap Brain Zone, a mechanical labyrinth filled with traps, enemies, and one last trial. And last but not least, the Final Zone, where you're going to face off in a climatic showdown with Dr. Robotnik. Each zone offers both gameplay variety and narrative progression as Sonic pushes forward to liberate the animals and stop Robotnik's schemes. Upon release, Sonic the Hedgehog was met with critical acclaim and commercial success, selling millions of copies and helping SEGA sell over 15 million Genesis consoles. Major gaming publications praised its fluid animations, colorful graphics, and the revolutionary speed mechanics that set it apart from the competition. The unforgettable soundtrack added charm and flair that still resonates with fans today. Tracks like Green Hill Zone became instantly recognizable and helped define Sonic's identity. Sonic not only gave SEGA a foothold in the gaming industry, but also sparked a console rivalry with Nintendo that shaped the industry. His popularity led to animated series, comic books, merchandise, and solidified his place as a cultural icon. While Sonic faced ups and downs in the years that followed, the original 1991 release remains a cornerstone of gaming history. It influenced the design of platformers and helped define an entire era of gaming. While Sega's hardware may have come and gone, Sonic the Hedgehog remains a lasting symbol of its golden era. The original game holds a special place in the hearts of gamers and continues to influence new titles and adaptations. Sonic's journey from underdog concept to global gaming icon reflects the innovation and risk-taking that defined the early 90s. Notably, many members of the original development team went on to shape future titles in the franchise and the broader action platformer genre. If you enjoyed this dive into Sonic's legendary beginnings, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more retro gaming explorations. Share your favorite Sonic memories in the comments below. Until next time, keep on gaming!